Hello everybody on RC Groups, RC Universe. I'm going to do a quick little demo of the, I guess you call it Bendini sound system. I'm pretty impressed. I think it sounds really good. It's driving my wife insane. It's pretty loud in here. But it sounds good. I think it'll be better when the plane is all set up, put together, and on the ground. It doesn't get the high RPM sound. I think the prop's going to take care of that when it's at full speed. But overall, I'm real happy with the way it sounds. The fire-up sound is awesome. The idling, the machine gun's pretty cool. And it doesn't sound so good right in here when you pull it because there's a transition between the machine gun and the actual motor sound. But in the air, I don't think you'll notice it. And I've heard videos where you really don't notice it. So I'm going to give you a little layout of what's here, and I'll fire it up so you can hear it. Okay? The video will probably kind of stink, but it's going to give you an idea. That is the amplifier, and you can see it's very small. And here's my fingers. It's a small amplifier. The sound chip is even, where's it at? Get that guy in there. Right there. It's even smaller. And then you can see it's the size of my thumbnail, really. It's just a little teeny sound chip. I have that hooked up to a 14-channel receiver. Just a small little battery for now to run that. I have it hooked to a 4S 4200, but it doesn't need, it's just a 4S pack you need it hooked to. I'm going to hook it to a 1500 when it's actually in the plane. This is just for here on the ground. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but here you have there's two speakers mounted in the bottom. I don't think they're going to be really that noticeable. I did notice there's a big change in sound when you have the covers on compared to with the covers off, because it's acting like a speaker box with the actual covers all in place for the servos. So I think, well, actually that's on the other side, so that's not going to matter. But it does increase the sound. When you pull those out, it gets a much more hollow sound. So I think even attached to the plane on its wheels, it's going to have a really cool sound. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this with one hand. Like I said, it is a little tough. I don't know if I'll be able to do all of it, but I'll show the controller here so you can kind of see how it works. And the fire up, basically when you just run it up, it instantly comes on, so when your prop starts spinning, it will start spinning at the same time. And here we go. That's it. And you can see it's pretty freaking loud. My ears are ringing at the moment. I would guess it to be close to 100 decibels. It's pretty freaking loud. It's driving my family insane. And that's probably the last time I'm going to test it here at home. But it works real slick. It's pretty easy to set up. There's a couple little catches that weren't too big of deals. If you do put the machine gun sound in, make sure to set the endpoints to the farthest endpoints. That's what I had to do. And by taking it to 140 on both ends, it worked fine. At 100 and 100 endpoints, the machine gun just wouldn't fire hooked to this switch. I kept trying and it just wouldn't work. So I had to move the endpoints out, and now it works great. It's just hooked to the trainer switch. So I just... And that's it. hopefully get this wing covered today. That's my next step. Start covering the wing. I'm going to take the sound system out for now and start covering. So, oh, I was going to show this too. I don't know if I have enough juice in my camera, but kind of what I'm doing down here on the monocoat, or actually ultra coat, to make it look a little more realistic. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm sanding it with steel wool, and it's making it really looks good. I took it out in the sun. I don't know how well that shows on the camera, the panels that I'm going to be putting into it, but they really come out nice. It really has the effect of aluminum. So I'm going to do the whole plane like that, and then I even tried on a small test panel burning rivets, and it actually works. So I may burn rivets in the whole thing because it looks pretty trick. Okay, that's it. I'll report back when I get something else going.